Hey everybody, it is Friday, January 3rd, 2020. Taking a look at the S&P 500, and I've marked on here where the ES levels have landed overnight in terms of the S&P chart, our roadmap. The overnight high early in the session got up to 3263.50. And when we back off that half-point spread that's running right now between the two, between the ES and the S&P 500, that would get us to about 3263 flat on the S&P. So that would have tagged our next target up a 1% move above where we closed the year 2019. So that worked perfectly. That also worked perfectly with the 80 handle rule because we finally closed yesterday above 3250. So our next shot's going to be at 3260 to 65. And if we would have taken that out, we would have gone on to 3280 and then 3300. But we hit 3263 last night on futures, failed, and reversed back down on news about that strike on Iran. And so our overnight low made it all the way down here to 3206.75, so about 3206.25 on S&P 500. So a little bit more of chipping away into this gap and reversing. On the 31st, we came down and chipped away into this gap all the way down here to 3212. That was our low on New Year's Eve, and reversed off of there, so we would be looking below that if we go back and back test the ES overnight low in session today. So we would reverse above this gap and move up. We've got our 20-day simple moving average is going to be right up in here in the 3190s, maybe 3193 to 95 on the open today. So if we break down below the overnight low, either, from now until when the market opens in about 40 minutes, or if we break it in session, back testing the overnight low and head lower, probably looking at a test of the 20-day and try to reverse off of that. Now you can see on New Year's Eve, we broke down below the 10-day. So chances are we could break down below the 20-day here. And then maybe that means back testing this, this close from the 18th. Of December. That was this little cluster back in here where you can see 3 days in a row. This 3190 it was level or so was a key reversal point. 4 days actually. So here was a close, here was a low, another low, and then another open and low, and then we took off. So this is a big important level that may need to be back tested. So that's what would be in store if we're taking a look below the 20-day. If we look below that, then we're looking at getting all the way down here into this next gap, which runs from 3180 to the 3168 level. And once again, that would be playing all the way through the 80 handle rule, because if we broke 3200, we'd be looking at 3180, then 3160. Okay. As far as the bounce high goes, so far this morning, we got all the way back up here to 3232. This is where the 10-day simple moving average is going to be coming in this morning. So basically, if you looked at it this way, we moved all the way down here, into this gap, we reversed, we came up here, and we hit a wall at where the 10-day simple moving average and where the close for 2019 was, and we, kind of like maybe failed there and we come back down. So that's what's going on so far with this move overnight when you compare it to what's going on with the roadmap. We'll see you when the markets open in about 40 minutes.